listen, if you're against flock cameras, I guess we're halfway there. The flock camera is not going to read your front plate on certain vehicles. Flock cameras, boy, the tide is turning against them. The governor just yesterday said, let's put a pause on flock cameras going forward until we could figure this out, and whether or not we leave legislative action, whether everything has to be tightened up. Let's put the map up. These are communities in our region with flock cameras. Look at them all. There's 5,000 across the country. Look at that. From the top to the bottom of the state, they all have these license plate readers, and some of them love them. Mayor Smiley in Providence, he loves them. Not going to get rid of them. Cranston is really a big advocate for these things. But other communities, not so sure. Let's put up the next one. These are communities in our area that are reviewing flock cameras. Cumberland, Foster, Jamestown. In New Bedford, they shut them off pending further review because they had an allegedly rogue cop out there using them to track her ex-girlfriend. Those are the allegations against her. Next one, please. These are local communities already taking action to take them down, cancel the contract. From the top, Gloucester, NK, Narragansett, South Kingstown. Gone. Gone, gone, and gone. Here's more from NBC 10's Maddie Heimsch. Flock cams in the news.
A 60-day pause. Governor Dan McKee is asking all cities, towns, and agencies to stop putting up flock cameras for the next 2 months while the state does a comprehensive policy review of license plate readers.
I think he just wants to make sure we got it right, and he understands what we're doing to protect people's privacy, the guardrails that are in place, and make sure that technology is being used responsibly.
Colonel Michael Winquist with the Rhode Island Police Chiefs Association says most cities and towns already have ALPR policies.
The fact that the cameras are audited, its use, it has the information of how the information is stored, how long the information is stored.
But there aren't any statewide safeguards.
And if everybody's playing on the same sheet of music, hopefully it'll make people feel a little bit better about what we're doing.
The governor's announcement comes after Rhode Island State Police signed a contract with Flock to install 39 cameras. The agency tells me as of today's pause, they got 24 of them in place. I asked if the governor consulted state police before ordering the pause. Neither McKee's office or the state police answered my question. The state police also couldn't tell me if they'd be taking down any cameras already installed in towns like North Kingstown, who have moved to terminate their flock contracts.
The Rhode Island State Police recently installed LPR cameras across the state.
Maddie Heimsch, NBC 10 News.
Now, welcome back. The tide is turning against flocks. In North Kingstown, they've already decided to terminate the contract. Joining me now is Councilman Matthew McCoy, Democrat, North Kingstown. Your council voted 3-2 recently to terminate the use of flock cameras. That means you're going to be taking them down?
So the motion was to terminate the contract and remove the cameras, not only the ones owned by the town, but also by the state police.
Right. You were one of the early ones in on this. You objected to these and you called for the action. Give me your thinking. Why? At what point did you start to say, wait a minute, there's a problem with these things?
All right. So obviously there's a national campaign being led by the American Civil Liberties Union. Right. So we see action across the country. We started to receive citizen concerns about this via email at the town council, the local level. Yep. And I've also seen that in the other municipalities like South Kingstown as an example. So I felt that it was important for us to have the discussion about this as soon as possible.
All right, so what is it that you personally objected to? Did you agree with these complaints about privacy, abuse? Were you worried about a rogue cop getting a hold of them? That's happened, by the way. A lot of times, according to the Washington Post, across the country.
So there are a couple areas of concern. So the first is, I'll start kind of at the national level. I believe that at the national level, the concept of building kind of a national surveillance system or network of flock cameras creates an opportunity for abuse and misuse, and also given the current state here in our country on issues such as ICE using these types of systems, or DHS, or somebody, that I think the people of our country, our state, and our town are concerned that they would be used against their wishes in that respect. I have less concerned about the state and the local level folks, but I believe at the national level that's the primary crux of my concern.
Okay. Now the flip side of the story is police officers will tell you, wait a minute, these things work. We caught bank robbers in Providence. It helped determine the mass shooting case at Brown, and on and on and on. Providence says they work. Cranston has no inclination to take them out. So is there another side of the story? Have you considered that?
I have. So I did a thorough, rigorous, and adequate due diligence research, everything from watching the legislative debates, hearings on the two bills that were introduced in 2026 and the one bill in 2022, both sides of the argument. I've read the general orders of our town police. I've read all the flock documentation. So I'm not one to just latch on to something that's just on Facebook.
Right.
I watched all of the hearings for all the other municipalities that have considered this, listened to their police chiefs, listened to the concerns of the citizens.
Yep.
And so I'm taking a big picture, holistic look at this. And then we had our meeting on Monday. We had a rigorous debate about it. So I felt that the proper course of action was to terminate the contract and shut these down.
Local control. You're
Right.
the councilman. The vote was 3-2. You prevail. This is Councilman Matthew McCoy, Town of North Kingstown. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Great.